Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm chilling. I don't know. I don't feel like playing games anymore today. I would just let's just chill. Let's just chat. Let's just talk. What is auto brewery syndrome? Wait a second. Is that where you can't drink? Recognition of the body produces alcohol through fermentation of carbohydrates, leading to symptoms without consuming alcohol. It breaks down carbs into alcohol. I'd end it. Just GG, go next. That's awful. That is so bad. Her for you. I don't even pick an edible. Weeks ago. No, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Last time I took an edible was exactly a year and like a half ago. I just don't really like weed. Just straight up. Not a big sub or not a big fan. I've tried it here and there, but almost always I'd rather just drink. Or I'd rather just not do it. I yeah. It's like I guess to some degree that's okay, but like it's whatever. Also, I have munchies regardless if I do that or not. If you're in a slam and you go 7-0 one of my days, if I'm in the slam, I'm more than likely going to be doing really badly. Oh, PC Hydra, thanks for gifting us sub and subscribing. Thank you so much. I'd imagine I'd be put if I'd be depending on what the rank system is, I will need to work very hard to get my wins. I think a lot of people look at my last team and were like, "Wow, he won." But like realistically, if I had stayed in the bracket that I started in, I would have lost all my games, or a lot of my games. And I think I got really lucky. We stopped characters. I don't think I would ever swap characters, especially if I was in it. It would not happen because I don't think I can swap characters and be good enough in a short amount of time. It's spooky, man. That's spooky. You never know what some character. My sure not. Didn't she get nerfed? Is she still good? Dude, I'm turning off all my tabs on my other monitor, and it's all PoE tabs. The only problem about playing PoE, I literally have I'm not a tab guy. Okay. I don't have a lot of tabs open usually, but when I play PoE, it's 30 tabs open. I shit 30 fucking tabs. How long did it take to collect everything in my room? 3 years? 3-4 years? PoE POB market builds. Yeah, no, actually. 3 PoE ninjas. No, and then I PoE on permanently that I'm running 7 tabs of trades and I'm waiting for a gong sound. Dude, it's already 11 p.m. Wait, I wasn't gonna end stream, but oh my god, it's kind of late. You go back to episode 33? No, I'm like very happy with how the game ended. The extra boss stuff is like, it's weird because like maybe I do it if I played the game because of the gameplay. I played the game because I really wanted to see the story. You're streaming almost 12 hours, really? Dude, I didn't yesterday I streamed like a fucking 12-hour session as well. Dude, I'm going fucking crazy. Also, I really need food. I'm actually gonna starve. I ate once today at 1 p.m. Am I gonna play a commander deck, build a commander deck? I don't know. I want to get the magic, but part of me feels like getting into magic is like a serious thing. It's like something where like I tried to casually get into magic, and then I was like, well, maybe I should download Magic Arena and see what the meta is. Well, maybe I should just go look at my account, and then I played 12 hours of Magic the Gathering Arena in the last 3 days. So it's like I don't know if I can control my problems. So it's Commander trying to get the casual. I feel like Commander casually only makes sense if you have a pod, like if you're playing with people in real life. If you don't have that, then is Commander fun? Like actually. Full art, super fancy lightning cards, almost 400. Jesus Christ. 100, but you live in a house? Yeah, I live in a house of people who don't play Magic. Maybe Broden actually plays a little bit, but like for the most part, no one else plays. Like Commander, you'll have to play only like colors of the card. Only the colors of the Commander are you able to play. But yeah, it's like Magic is like be the change you want to see. That's true. I don't think you should stop your I think part of me thinks that stopping your hobbies because people around you aren't interested in them is stupid, because then it just means you don't have any hobbies and your life is built around the immediate, like to some degree, the actions of the people around you, which just doesn't feel great. But I think it's similar to certain games that you don't play unless you have friends to play with. Like there's a lot of games that I'm not playing unless like my friends want to play. And like sure, that does mean that like I'm contingent on other people, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing as long as my whole life doesn't run that way. And for sure it doesn't. Movie day on Sunday, we watched fucking Dan and every fucking season, this movie Dan is the first 2 episodes of the new season and the last episode of the last season. Okay, so you get to see it in advance, and honestly, the animation is really good. They did a great job, except for and Dan always has this one freaky scene where someone gets sexually assaulted, and you're just sitting there being like, bro, they really had to extend this scene. I swear to God, this was like a panel I passed over and it wasn't like this. And I shit you not, they did it and then they extended the scene. And I'm like they made it as bad as they possibly could for like a pure minute. And I'm just sitting there being like, yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna recommend this to my friends. Like, come the fuck on, bro. And like they do that every like 8 episodes because they just fucking love doing that shit. And I shit you not, like it's just become so, it's pissing me off. I don't like fan service is like, okay, if you watch anime or read manga, you will sometimes get desensitized to certain things that are popular in Japanese stuff. Like some of the fan service, you're like, okay, that was a panty shot. That was okay, whatever, man. Like, can I see the next scene? Like, all right. But like, you can't hand wave, like, I don't know. You can't hand wave everything. And it's one of those things I'm like, God damn it, man. Should I play this game? No, I have not. Yeah, Fire Force is that one girl that's literally just taking her clothes off. And like, you have to think to yourself, does Fire Force really need, people really need gag characters? Is that necessary? I don't think so. You know, my opinion, Fire Force would have been pretty fucking good if she didn't even exist. I don't know. Call me crazy. Dude, it's actually insane that a main character in in Fire Force is just like, if I'm unlucky and my clothes will just, you know, come off randomly because I'm unlucky, and I'm just like, sure, man, fucking sure. This manga is leading. I saw the link. What is this? Rent a girlfriend. He spent, dude. This is the biggest. I cannot believe there's 350 fucking chapters of this trash. Who the fuck is reading this? This is like Domestic Girlfriend, but like worse. I have not read past 10 chapters of this. Surprised you read that much? Yeah, me too. Oh, the manga does love, like, I think has actually like some weird stuff. Like actually really likes his character to the point where I'm like, wait a fucking second. You cool, man? Yeah, he takes photos of his wife and draws her over. Yeah, it's weird. But let's just say it. It's watching Witch Watches Lily. No, man. Lily doesn't live in the house. Weird manga can't be. Look, I'm just saying, this author has not come out as being a pedophile yet. And honestly, that's a rare dub. At this point in time, anything that's not that bar, I'm like, all right, they're okay. Like, the fact that the Apothecary Diaries author came out as tax avoiding, and people are like, thank God they're not a pedophile. I was like, we were sure, man. We set the bar right here. We set the bar right fucking here. Like, I actually. Like, how many series got canceled because of that shit? You know what series that got canceled that pissed me off because of this shit? I like to read things that are different. And so whenever there's a like a unique genre, like obviously I read regression, isekai trash, but when I'm not reading that, I want it to be unique. And so when people are doing like a good example is I was gonna say Gamoran. What's the one about where they're writing it's the manga about being a mangaka. That's one of Peter's favorite manga of all time. That one, Bakuman, fucking awesome. So fucking cool. I love when you have manga that delves into different professions, things I don't know about. So there's only been one or two that have ever delved into the movie business and acting. Cue this manga, Act Age. And I'm like, bro, this is kind of interesting. Okay, they get into acting. Okay, that's awesome. Turns out the author couldn't act his fucking age. It got goddamn canceled, and the series got canceled. Act Age is my favorite series. Too fucking bad. Have you seen Paulo from Tokyo? He made a video person that made manga for a living. I think I know what you're talking about. KT or T1? I'm always a T1 fan. I always feel like KT fans are so funny though. KT can be undefeated, literally 20-0 in a matchup against another team, and every KT fan would be like, "Don't say shit. We're not gonna win this game." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, they have the most severe trauma I've ever seen of any fan base. They started to see the Oso turn around. Yeah, that's great. I have model recommendations if you like those kinds of memes. Be the actor in Golden Prince. I feel like I've read the first one already. I have. I've read this one already. It's all right. I want to say it's spectacular, but I've read it. Okay, there's only one person I know that reads more than me. You know who reads more than me? Fucking Cyan. Poe Butler's girlfriend, great cosplayer. I have not read Golden Prince. She showed me her. We were in a stream together. She showed me her list of her reading list. I start scrolling. She's like, "Oh, this is one of my 3 websites I keep a reading list on." I'm like, "Okay." Start scrolling. I'm like 80 things in that she's currently reading, and I'm like, "Oh my fucking god!" And at some point, she's like recommending me stuff. She's like, not that one, not that one. You probably wouldn't like that one, not that one." And I'm like, not that one. She's like, "Oh yeah, this one's yaoi. This one's yaoi as well. You don't like romance, so not that one, not that one." I'm like, holy shit. And she reads every action shonen I read, and then just a shitload of fucking yaoi, like romance garbage. And it's so funny. She's just like me for real. No, she reads like so much. Most of it I know of anyone who. My way to see my mom is really cute. Really cute. I would never read this just off the art, the initial page alone. I might look into it. There's 2 Wolves Inside girlies, yaoi girlies, and smut girlies. Yeah, I think she's both. She definitely was like, "Oh, that's that," and I'm like, "No problem, man. I completely understand." But like, I'm strolling through this, and it's just like very lengthy. Like, imagine I have a list of things I'm currently reading. I can just tell you the number right now, and like I try to add on to it here and there. But let me go. Actually, count things I actively have logged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. This is a lot. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. And like some of these I don't follow. So like probably subtract 5 where I'm not super interested in them. Like I have Princess Wars, and Death is only the only ending for the villainess. And I've read 165 chapters of that one, but like I don't know if I'm really interested. But it's like if you subtract some of these, which like I'm not super following that closely, I'm like following about 31, and she's probably at like 120, give or take. My hand looks heavy. Would you like me to hold it for you? Oh, absolutely. We get migration to comic.io. I have not yet, but I need to. Read the level 999 gotcha manga. Yeah, it's not very good. Just it's like okay. I don't like a lot of revenge manhwa in specifically, but also manga. It's like I get but it's just not. It's too on the nose. It's too much revenge. I'm like, all right, whatever, man. Yes, I get what it's about. You read Isekai? Guys, we're not going to start a have you read X because legitimately I'm going to say yes to 90% of them. 80-90% of them. Yes, I'm completely caught up on that. It's pretty good. Well, like a 7. It's pretty good. It's like I'll read it. Finish her summon. Her summon sucked. I'll be honest. The art is so good. Incredible. The best art of any manga. Like just straight up, I'll throw it out there. But my fucking god, does the story just like, all right, man. Like I read so much of it because the art was like, what the fuck? It's Dark Souls. Like, do you think that's some philosophical themes like alienation from God and loss of faith? I mean, I'm sure it does, but I'm not a person who likes to make allusions to greater things, like to themes like that, because I feel like if you always do that, it's like not healthy for you. Like it obviously has like a good story has to be written because to some extent the character and good characters are because you empathize with them, and because you empathize with them at some level they fit in some sort of relatability category that you understand. And of course some of those are going to be that, but like I don't think about stories like that. Miss Might Mayhem is best thing I'm reading. I hate it. Just straight up, I don't like it. Art's great, but it's pure revenge, and I'm just like, I'm so over it. So fucking over it. Drop that shit. Don't like it. Personally, I just don't like revenge stuff. And it's like, art's great. Just don't like it. You ever give Star Praising Sword Master another chance? I'm letting you know, Cyan came out to me. She's like, this is one of the best things I'm reading. And pointed to Star Bracing Sword Master. I looked at her and I'm like, this is a viewer in my chat. This is so you're not real. It's better than Eternal Regress Night. I don't know if it's better than that. Eternal Regressing Night's literally like one of the top 3 right now, for sure. Although, no, I'd still say so. I was a little worried after on a little bit of the last arc. It could have gotten really bad, but it pulled through. So I'm good. I'm good to put it top 3. It sits there pretty comfortably. Did the X season's final chapter of the extra Academy Survivor guide? I did not. I dropped that shit a while back. Have you watched To Be Hero X? I didn't like it. I legitimately think To Be Hero X was made for young adults. I think the characters are not well written and are pretty annoying. And the writing is not. The first 2 episodes were not compelling. The animation was great, super good, but like Chinese animation right now is incredible. It's never a problem with the animation for them. It's always because their source material is based around like essentially their version of light novels. Like a lot of their source material is web novels, and like web novels are paid by the chapter and like read by a very young audience. So like you'll get a lot of repetitive stuff and like no fucking logical pacing. Do you like Moromo? Absolutely. That's like half of what I read. Uwe Masumichi, I'm not. Yeah, I think the only thing I will try is Lord of the Mysteries, because I've heard the source material is good. Like good writing. And I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. If it sucks ass, I'm not doing uh another Chinese one for like at least a year and a half. It's good. I mean, look, you're talking to a guy who spent like 3 years reading Chinese web novels. Like I understand the average quality of Chinese web novels. I read, oh god, what is that thing called? Asura. Martial God Asura. 3,000, 2 to 3,000 chapters of that. It's trash. Like, trust me. I've read so much trash. In all of the 3 years I read, there are only 3 Chinese web novels I thought were actually pretty good. And my favorite Chinese web novel of all time is World of Cultivation. Because the very first 2 arcs, before the very final arc, were very unique and very good. I think that is by far my favorite web novel, a Chinese web novel. And there's no other comparison. Keen's Avatar has been on the list. Too OP. Premise is cool, but it's like he's playing an MMO where like he never loses. And I'm like, okay. And that's only cool if your side characters can be really good. And like you like it's hard to be Helsing where like you're God. And if you're like the most powerful being ever, like it's not realistic to expect you struggle if you never lose. And so I feel like the manga based on Maple Story, it's bad. Don't read it. Trust me, I dropped it after 30 chapters. I thought it'd be good. It was really interesting. Like, what are the other 2 I liked? I like World of Cultivation, and then oh god, there was a really pretty one. Like in terms of like the story was written in a very delicate way, and that I was not expecting. That I thought was really good. Like it was written in the weirdest way I've ever read something like that, but it was quality wise incredibly good. I just wish I remembered. But I think World of Cultivation is the only thing I remember from that time period where I didn't feel bad about reading. I look back on that and I was like, it's pretty good. I kind of wish it didn't go the way it did on the very last arc, but for the most part, it was. I mean, I don't dislike it. It was very good. Grace State of I haven't caught up. I'm like stacking chapters. I think it is probably the best comedy manhwa. A Will Eternal, True Martial World, Martial Peak. True Martial Peak just ended? Bro, I was holy fuck, how many chapters do these have? Martial God Asura. Oh, for people who don't read Chinese web novels, I'm gonna tell you something. Martial God Asura has let me double check to make sure I'm right. Has 6,100 published chapters and it's still going. Can you believe people can read a 6,000 what chapter? That's I'm telling you, like it's trash. Like it's fucking trash. Every Martial God Asura arc starts the same way. The protagonist, let me get double check to see what the name is. The protagonist is name is Chu Feng. Is that right? Yes. He awakens a mysterious 9 lightning beast. He goes to a village, a new area, and he this guy does something bad. He sees it, stops him. Little does he know, that guy's older brother actually runs the city that he's in. And the entire arc starts all over again. I said why following the money. I'm not. I like legitimately. It's one of the greatest things I've ever read, fiction wise. But I'm just not in the mood to read fiction. The Wandering Inn is a good example of an author that churns out chapters like a fucking monster, a demon, and the quality from when I was still reading is still very high. Like they're the only ones I've seen. It's crazy. Coiling Dragon, I remember that. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're giving me flashbacks. And there's some of them aren't good flashbacks. Like just look at some of these. Look at some of these, okay? Marshall Peak, Chaotic Sword God. Look at the reviews. 3.7, 3.8. Dragon Marked War God. 3,000 chapters, 6,000 chapters. Marshall Peak hit 6,055 chapters? Oh. Peerless Martial God. The Human Emperor. Immortal and Martial Dual Cultivation. Peerless Battle Spirit. All I remember from all this shit is something something Jade Beauty, something something Frog in the Well, something something Mount High. And that's 3 years of my life. Something something Heavenly Tribulations. Look up Soul Land. What I don't think it's here. Oh, it's Duel. I've read all this. There's so many. Wait, there's up to 5? What the fuck? I read this, the first and second one, I think. Soul Eater. I think Soul Eater is awesome. I think it's really interesting that if you look at a lot of cosplays of people what they cosplay, a lot of times you'll see people cosplay Bleach and Soul Eater because the character designs were awesome and the animes were just really cool. Like Bleach may not be your favorite anime or manga, but it definitely influenced so much. Like there's a reason Bleach was the big 3, and it doesn't get talked about a lot, but like I think in terms of influence, like Bleach had fucking Bankais. Everyone fucking thought Bankai was awesome. It's like, oh shit, this guy fucking did a Bankai. My favorite Bankai, Roar, Zabimaru. He loses the fight. He says it. He loses every fight. Every fight by it. Renji doesn't win anything. As soon as he says that line, you know you won the fight. I don't know if he wants to go fight the entire. He had a vice captain's fight against someone else who was invading that he ended up winning. I don't even know if that was on screen. I think it took like 5 panels tops. Kubo's interesting fashion as an illustrator. His drip. I mean, his character designs are always drippy. I mean, there's a reason. Like he did Burn the Witch, and it did well. And Burn the Witch, like art, his art is sexy. His art's fucking awesome. He wins Rookie in it. Wait, does he really? Wait, really? Read the Unrivaled Villain. It's pretty good out of all the cultivation like manga. The Unrivaled Villain. You're telling me this is not like the others. That's what you. I just want to be clear. You are approaching me and telling me this is unlike the other ones. When I read this, I'm gonna think, whoa. Let me start reading the description. Notorious degenerate shocks everyone by suddenly turning from his low-life ways. No one realizes he's been possessed by the author of the story. Trapped in the martial arts novel he wrote, he gains power unless he gains power. He's headed for a villain's death. Armed with knowledge of the novel's world, I'm never. That's an interesting trope. That's a new one. He says on the quest to gather friends and post. I'll read it. I'll fucking read it. I'm down. Fuck it. I'm down. Fuck it. I'm gonna put it in my thing right now. I'm gonna read tonight. I think I sleep better when I read trash before I sleep. Like if it's like really campy and shit, I'm like, I feel awesome. Bleach aired at serendipitous time because my Aranka arc aired during the rise of the emo scene. Popcorn to have edits of my music with old Korra is in it to say, oh, that's actually kind of funny. I remember the amount of AMVs were such a big thing back then. And you know what song was put on every AMV? Every fucking AMV was Evanescence. Oh my god, so many Evanescence AMVs. I'm convinced that's kind of why I like Evanescence even now. Linkin Park, I'm sad Linkin Park got in, like, people like, wait, wasn't Linkin Park? It was, they were really good. The group, I don't know if it's at the same time, but near Linkin Park that was hated for being too popular, that I always felt bad about, was Green Day. Green Day is good. And people were just like, it became like a meme that it was like, they were bad. Like, it was stupid to listen to Green Day. And I'm like, was it Green Day or was it Nickelback? I feel like it's both. That was Nickelback, actually. Red, jumpsuit apparatus. Holy fuck. I think it was Nickelback. Yeah, maybe wrong one. Have you read Peerless Dad? I know you haven't read Peerless Dad, because if you did, you would know in chapter 213, in the credits, they circle my tweet that talks about Peerless Dad and puts me in the credits on the last page. That's all I'm gonna say. Show the pic. Let me go see. Here. Is it this? Oh. The top link leads to manga decks. Oh, that's weird. I feel like this link isn't loading. Huh, maybe my internet's not working right now. Wait. Okay, let me go see if I can find it. Like legit, we're not stopping till I find it. Is it 214? It's volume 2, chapter 133. Not for sure it's here somewhere. Let me go look. Is it? Wait, I could have sworn I was somewhere in here. Oh, it is. Okay, hold on. Okay, please don't DMCA me for this. See, he's built for PoE. I have not. Bro, I got the receipt. I'm legit. You think I fake read this shit, bro? I'm a part of history. I would say Pure Stat at one point was the best one. I would say overall, it's still pretty good. Definitely felt like it kind of went a little too long, but still pretty good. Is this a scanlation? Yeah. The scanlated and they knew about me. I'm not saying the author. Sorry, I might have said the author. I meant the scanlating group. Apologies. Wait, I'm in the official Wandering In journal. Like my name is written as one of the people in the official journal for it. Bro, I got the receipts, man. I got the receipts. I'm everywhere. You think you're reading something and I'm not part of it? You're not. I own it. I'm there. I read Fire Punch. I read it. I recommend people Fire Punch, bro. It sucks. Well, sorry. I should rephrase. It's very unique. I think that it overall is one of those things that you watch and you're like, this was one of their first works and they went crazy. And then they got really good after it. It had sparks of brilliance in there. I really liked parts of it. I would recommend it as a read just for to see how his style grew. I necessarily wouldn't recommend it as a it's good standalone because it's weird standalone. What made it good? Okay, the very premise of Fire Punch is you're living in a world of eternal winter created by someone who has this power. Everyone is cold. So in this one village, people have powers in this world. In this one village, a two kids without their parents, a brother and sister, have the power of regeneration. The village kind of makes them cut off their limbs to feed the other villagers. This is not even just the first chapter. This is like the first couple pages in the chapter. Okay, then a person with the like a person from the government or another village or another city comes in and starts ordering people around. He has the power of creating an eternal flame. He obviously the main kid doesn't like that, right? Because something happens to his sister. I don't really remember, and he doesn't like that. The officer from another place sets the main kid on fire, and the kid eternally regenerates with the eternal flame. So he is just burning forever, and after a period of time, he gets used to it. And that is the first chapter of the story where you're introduced to the protagonist, who is under eternal suffering as he consistently regenerates. And that's the first chapter. Oh, the officer sees the cannibalism and starts killing people. Got it. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's fucking nuts. Like, that's the premise of the first chapter. Yeah, it's nuts. It's great. I mean, like that's what I'm saying. It's good, but I would not say it's like the cohesive story. It's like, for instance, you'll look at, let's say, One Piece, and you're like, wow, Oda did a great job. A lot of reasoning why he did a great job is his world building and his characters and his planning, where he'll do like callbacks and he'll have like great moments within arcs and stuff like that. I can't really say that like cohesively what you're reading makes any fucking sense. I can, however, slightly spoil that. I don't think this really matters. I'll be honest. Star Wars is in the story canonically. Like, it's mentioned by one of the characters. If I remember, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on? At some point, I just thought it became more random than became more like good. But that's fine. Yeah, it's Fujimoto's first, and I think that he really refined his style through this. And then Chainsaw Man, he's a beast. I think he already was I think what he really got good at was dark humor. He's fucking beast at dark humor. No words needed. Physical humor. Does a fantastic job. He's so good at it. I don't know, dude. It's Fujimoto. If you know anything about Chainsaw Man, it's not even close. Chainsaw Man, is about a person who turns into a man with chainsaws, like, as arm. Like, it's like, that's the mind of this person is incredible, honestly. But like, Fire Punch was his first work, so I don't think he really had a good idea of, or he didn't have a great idea of how to wrap his ideas together and convey a good story with it. I still think he did a good job, but it's the first work. He did good, great even. But Chainsaw Man is like, wow, you got it. You fucking got it. He got it like that. The first half was better. I think there are parts of the second half that are pretty good, but it definitely, I need to read the second part more. You guys are working as assistant for someone big? No, it's like a running joke that Fujimoto's assistants are like, they get marketed as his assistant wrote this. And it's like, I don't know if it even means anything. It's just like the marketing to get people to read the manga. Yeah, he once said in an interview that he ate his pet goldfish because it died and he didn't want to bury it. And he didn't want to upset his current girlfriend. So he just ate it. That's the kind of mind you need to write a truly peerless work of fiction. Love that dude. Everything the bald. I've been thinking about it, but for like a funny thing, if you ever see me bald, you guys gotta laugh though. Wait, there's a problem. Okay, if I go bald, there's like a thing that OTV and friends always end up cosplaying the avatar. Jamie did it. Peter did it. Like I feel like if I go bald, I'm gonna have to draw an arrow on my forehead. Which look, it's not bad. That's not bad. But like, bedtime for me after playing 10 hours of PoE still being Act 2. Oh, holy shit. No, as long as you're enjoying it, it's okay. Toasted it, yeah. Have a good night. Wanna go to Turkey? Okay, real talk though, like for my hair, I don't feel like there's a need to go to Turkey yet. I don't even know if there's I think hair is just really interesting in the sense that like you really need to research the information out there and it's not super readily available for you from your general doctor. And so it's like their recommendation, see a specialist. I'm like, all right, whatever, man. But it's one of those things where it's like I feel like you need to do a lot of your own personal research. Oh, cosplay Krillin, I'll find your Android 18. Oh, hell yeah. I do feel like it's weird that like, especially when it comes to hair, people always are immediately are just like, or I guess certain things like, why don't you just get surgery? Why don't you just get a medical procedure? It's like, I guess it's more commonplace in certain cultures for sure. But it's in my opinion that like a medical surgery or like a procedure should be done like probably at the very last possible moment. Obviously not counting those that are time sensitive, but it just feels like not something you do first or as a first consideration. Maybe not last option, but just like close to. Expensive, it can be risky. Yeah. I mean, that's everything. Honestly, in hindsight, LASIK has so many risks. And like I did it and it changed my life for the better. One of the best things I did, but I can't recommend other people do it. Because like I guess the chance of you going blind or having serious eye issues, being persistent problems with your eyes that never go away is like something that happens. My But like it changed my life. One of the best things I've ever done. The problem is I look better in glasses. I think a lot of bigger people do. Because what happens is like the frames tend to frame your head shape better. So like I wear glasses sometimes, but I don't need to. Like these are all fucking fake. Like the lenses have no prescription. What was the prescription before? Like -3? What is this? Oh my god. The feeling when it's finally hashtag Friday, they retweeted a 2016 tweet from Avon. That is Yo, there are some demons on our social team, bro. Yeah, Sydney getting roasted is fucking funny. Which MMO is worth playing? None of them. Never, ever in any lifetime play an MMO. Don't do it. Excited for the log game Ripbound. I'm not that. I'm like, I don't know. I have to play it more. I mean, I think I was excited before I played it, if that makes sense. Like after I played it a little bit, I am just curious where it's gonna go. It's I feel like they did a lot of good systems, especially having a two-headed giant legal mode is really smart. But and to be honest, it's happening pretty fast. My problem with it is like it's kind of entering a very saturated market. So I'm curious like how effective it'll be. I think that in Japan there's new TCGs that come out and do well. Japan has some crazy TCGs. If you don't know, there's a TCG with about just the big baseball teams in Japan, and they partner with every single Japanese team to have like their own team TCG products, which is fucking crazy. And it does well. And there's TCGs come out all the time. Like DBZ or Dragon Ball was doing bad. So it got redone in the One Piece style over the last like 5 years and came back doing pretty well. Digimon's been doing well. The new Star Wars TCG, English, not Japanese, has been doing pretty decent in stores. I don't believe in any future where the Disney one, Lorcana, does well. I don't believe in it. Hi, Watsunabe Kai. Thank you so much for the rate. Welcome to the stream, guys. This is a bad time, guys. I'm about to end my stream. I streamed for like 10 hours of PoE. I'm just here talking, just chilling. You would buy a lottery ticket with me? My luck has been shit for years. So I think my luck it may be our ticket to retirement. Yeah, how about you go buy it and I'll split some of the lottery ticket if you win. I like that. We did all 8 Night Lords yesterday. Get ready, but Ashby, I did the same thing. Motherfucker. Dude, I saw you opening Final Fantasy cards. Yeah. So I thought that was completely done, but Yvonne has not opened her collector box. I also I'm gonna do a special opening at Offkai with one of I think with a VTuber that I collab with. She's been really cool about it and said that a store helped sponsor a stream for it. Kind of, and so I'll probably be on the stream pulling some more. It's Chocobo time, guys. It's Chocobo time. Who did you do better, 2XKO or upcoming Marvel 4? I think the upcoming Marvel 4 would do better. But I think 2XKO needs to release now. They need to release by the end of the year and get an actual audience before the Marvel thing comes out, or else they will not have a chance. I think Riot IP will always have a chance, though. When they're going off all the days, but like I'm not going for like it's only purely for fun. I don't even have plans. I think I'm getting adopted into a group because I was like, yo, I'm not doing anything. And you guys would adopt me? I'm like a lost child. 2XKO could have been awesome. If they released with their roster the start of the year, it would have been no problem. But the issue is like Guilty Gear was really successful because it came out first of the 3 titles that did really well, right? Between Tekken and Street Fighter. It came out pretty early. Whereas the other 2 like came out near the same time. Imagine if Guilty Gear came out 2 years later or even at the same time. I would say it would not nearly have gotten as much traction, right? Handful for Rex? Yeah, you can DM me on Twitter. I'm down. If you have any Rex, I'm down. I'll find you off kind with 5 151 ETVs. What the fuck? All right, guys. I love you guys, but I have a loving family and girlfriend waiting for me, and I must go. It is midnight, and I have to put the children to sleep. So, have a great night, guys. I am out. I'm going to go ahead and rate Sai. I'm out. Have a great night.